too. I don't know what happened there. I was glanced down and it told me, hey, by the way, your screen's dead. So I was like, okay, cool deal. That's what happened. I went from 5G to 4G LTE. Hopefully now it's better. Let's see. Do a little test. Okay, it's a little bit of a delay. Hey, what's going on, Evil? Maybe it might be working better now? Hopefully? Just crossed over into Iowa. Oh, I can feel the cold front. The cool front. Power plant over to the left. Ah, you've been posting links to the live, huh? Thank you, Evil. Yeah, I think where I'm at right now, it probably will. But I think I went from 5G to 4G LTE, which for me personally, that's a good thing. Because it seems when I'm on 4G, it doesn't mess up as much because they can't really lock the data that much when it's on the 4G system. Part of the reason why I think they are trying to push everybody to the 5G so bad. Nope, I'm back on 5G now, so. Yeah, construction zone. And I would say if a tripper's bored, he will definitely bust you. Have they told you when you're going to get it back by chance yet, Evil? Oh, nice. So they're completely doing one whole entire, redoing a section of northbound again. Great. Wonder how long this section's going to be like this. And it just says 1 mile. 1 miles. Doing construction on I-29 northbound. I don't blame you, Evil. I would too. As much as places charge to work on bikes, yeah, I'd definitely be calling them demanded answers. For sure. At least give me a timeline, and a realistic one at that. I mean, that's one thing I can say about Mountain Creek. Anytime that they give me a timeline, they try to give me about as close to an actual timeline if it's something that's having to be ordered as they can. Not always be able to give me exact, but typically they're pretty good about being on top of what when they tell me they're going to have something ready, they'll usually have it ready. Oh, sounds bad. For a few minutes, but I gotta get some air again. I gotta crack my visor just a little bit. That's probably not you, Mom. It's probably AT&T giving me fits, which wouldn't be surprising. They're going east and already east of me. I am approximately, well, according to the sign back there, it said 43, 48 miles to Council Bluffs, Iowa, Nebraska. Almost to Omaha. Because Omaha's not far from it, from Council Bluffs. I'll be riding through where it flooded a couple of weeks ago pretty bad. And I was kind of sort of trying to keep dibs on to make sure I'd be able to go this way without having to try to figure out a new way to go to get up to Dad's. find someone else to fix the Jeep, Mom? That's good. Yes, sir. Sure am slow. This has been the way I've came the last 4 years, so I pretty much got this area as far as fuel stops, the whole 9 yards down. I was getting kind of nervous with them storms a few weeks ago, though, that they were getting in Council Bluffs and Sioux City where it was flooding. So, but apparently everything's fine. Well, that's a good thing. Uh-oh, somebody got busted. Oh, Jack with a Kodak. So make sure this guy ain't gonna run me over. Except he's gonna flying up behind me. It's gonna be crazy to keep running that fast. Tripper right here. Guy from North Carolina. That's that truck that passed me about 20 minutes ago. 36 miles from Council Bluffs, almost in Thurman. Yeah, you can't run no 80, 85, 90 through here in Iowa. Because they look at me even when I'm doing 75. I don't test Iowa too much. Because I'm sure they don't get much. They probably do, but I don't know for sure. When I come back from Sturgis, usually there's a lot more troopers on 29 on the way back than on the way up. And I think part of it's because I'm coming up here basically a week early. So they're not exactly out in full force yet. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll be stopping, I'll be spending the night, the next 2 nights at Dad's place in Tate, I believe it is. Right before you get to Sioux Falls. I'll stay there till Monday morning. When he gets up to go to work, I'll probably get up and I'll probably head over to Sturgis to the gym, check in. But, oh, by the way, anybody that's watching, if you're a hog member and you do those and you want to get a free, I think they're doing a poker chip thing, or a coin or something for the hog members. Make sure you stop by Dignity, which is the statue. It's on 90. You can't miss it. You'll see it right where the lake and the river is. But if you get a picture of you with a book in front of Dignity, you'll get a little challenge points because Dignity is one of the 10 rides for 24 this year. So, just a little tip for some freebie stuff from Harley. I mean, they don't give as much for free stuff, so I take advantage any chance I get. And besides that, you gotta go buy or do it both ways anyways. If you live on the East Coast or anywhere on the east of Chatelaine, I think it is. So why not take a quick stop real quick at the rest area and get that freebie stuff. Chamberlain, yeah. I actually had to make sure I had my book and my tour pack this time. I forgot it for Daytona, so none of the dealership check-ins counted. Today at about 4:30 when I got on the bike at the house, just a little bit above, about 30 minutes north of Chattanooga, and been on the bike since. So yeah, kind of sort of ready to be done with this ride. But it's no different than sitting at work. When you're out of trike, it's just like sitting in an office chair. Except the only difference is you got the wind, the breeze, and you got the motor and everything else. But you ain't got to worry about the wind about having the fight wind and everything else like you do on twos. It's pretty much sitting on an office chair. I'm running a 2019 Tri-Glide. What do you ride, Sean? Huh? What are you talking about, Evil? Guy broke what? Thinking my message thing is not working that great. All I see is broke the. That's it. I'm like, huh? A couple of videos of the guy breaking something. Oh yeah. Oh, most definitely. Yeah, I seen that. And, yeah, don't know. Kind of heartbreaking in a way, but not really surprising considering who the CEO is right now. Some French dude. So, that's not surprising. But Mr. Zeist, or I think that's how you say it, or whatever the heck his name is, but heck, I'm already ticked off at Harley anyways. I drive a Tri-Glide. I know other people that drive trikes, yet they're leaving the trike community to the wayside. They can care 2 cents. They can care less about the trikes, even though it's their most expensive bike they sell. They most of the times can't keep them in a dealership when they do get them. I found out from Mountain Creek, when I talked to the one that got the service manager there. He's like, I told him, I go, is there like a decline in the trike selling or something? I go, because you guys still have quite a few. I go, and I know there's about 4 of them here that's been here for a while now. He goes, oh, no. He goes, it's not a decline. He goes, he said Harley actually sent us a ton of trikes at the beginning of the year. So they've been keeping them in the back, putting them out on the front as they sell them. So for Harley to know that they got the most expensive, they got one of the only companies that makes actual trikes. Fuel mileage, I'm getting 27, roughly. It's not too bad. It's not great, but it's not horrible either. But I have noticed that it has changed this time, because I'm wondering if that catch can that I put on is actually helping the bike a little bit better. But I hope you're probably getting somewhere close to about that. That seems to be about average on the interstates, from what I understand, as far as strikes. Because it was hilarious. Story from 2020. Me and my cousin came out here for the first time. We actually went to Yellowstone first. But we come out here, he's cracking jokes at me a little bit because I was on a trike, but of course he knows the reasons why. It still doesn't mean he ain't gonna give me a bunch of hell. So he's cracking jokes at me about being on a trike and about having to stop so much. About 6 hours into our ride from his house in Kentucky, I was sitting there looking at him. I was like, we gotta get gas. He's like, okay. So I fill up, because it averaged out. Every other time I had to get gas, he had to get gas. So we get about half of what a normal road glide and a street glide get. And he's got a road glide. He had just bought that road glide, actually, a 2020 road glide. And so about the second time he was getting gas, he had to get gas. So this is our fourth stop, which is about 6-7 hours. He was sitting there taking his sweet time. I stopped, got gas, filled it up, put the tank back on, got back on the bike, got the helmet on. I'm sitting there looking. I'm like, where'd he go? He comes out and he goes, "You ready to go already?" I was like, yeah. He's like, I need a smoke and I'm going to take a little bit of a break. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I think I caught air on that bump. But I looked at him and go, really? So here we are, you cracking jokes at me about having to ride a trike, yet here you are wanting to take a break for about 20 minutes. He's like, dude, I'm having to fight the bike. I was like, hey, that's not my fault. So after that, he stopped giving me hell, because he realized if it's not for gas, I'm going, and I can stay on the bike all day long. Because today's trip's 1,076 mileage roughly, and overall, and I'll have it done in about a little over 17 hours, maybe a little more, because I'm not sure exactly how much further I've got before I get to Dad's. Oh, sweet. Yeah, that's not really that bad. I mean, it's really not. As long as I actually done it the crazy time. The temperature when I done it was 106 degrees. And boy, did I pay, heck, I paid for it too. A couple cars coming up behind me, so I'm just going to speed up, get around this vehicle so I don't hold them up. But yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, I was like, what the heck? I was like, this is crazy. And it was over 100 degrees from St. Louis all the way into almost Omaha before it finally broke down to 90s. I was miserable. Actually, my dad was a little bit worried. He's like, you stopped to get some? I was like, yeah, I had to. He's like, don't blame you. But yeah, typically I don't stop unless I'm just like, either I know I need to eat something like I did earlier today. I actually stopped and ate something ate lunch just outside of St. Louis on this side, and I've been rolling since. Just stopping and getting gas whenever I know I need to get it. But I will say this, if you haven't been yet slow, not sure if you have or not, on 90, oh gosh, this is hilarious. Last year, Dad had to come rescue me. Luckily for me, I wasn't too far from Sioux Falls when I ran out of gas. But the gas stations being so spread out on 90 is ridiculous in South Dakota. I actually got off at one stop because it said there was a gas station there. I got off and looked, there wasn't a gas station. There wasn't a gas station around that was open. There was a building there that looked like it was an old gas station, but it had closed years ago. And I was just like, I got 30-something miles to go to the next town, and I got 28 miles left in the tank. I actually literally ran out of gas exactly 3 miles before the exit to get gas. My dad laughed at me the entire time. Hey, it happens. Yeah, that's what I've been seeing. Most of the temperatures this week are supposed to be in the mid to upper 90s. But it's supposed to be sunny all week, so that'll be good. I'm just hoping it's not going to be, going by losses now. Lost Holly Davidson right now, I'm just going by it. So I'm close to Omaha now. But, I'm just hoping it's not going to be another one of those 2 weeks of 100 plus degrees. That's going to suck. Granted, though, I will admit it's better than it'll be better than the rain most of last year's rally for sure. Yeah, nice little track in front of me. Into doing that evil, and the prices that they want for that is ridiculous, and I'm just like, yeah, I mean, there's always going to be that possibility, and if I ever decide, big if, I decide to ride the bike to Cali, I know I'll have to have extra gas, especially that stretch between Vegas and LA. But that's big if, I decide I want to try to go back out to Cali. But given the current state that it's in, I just can't bring myself to want to go. Because the way how they are with noise and all this other crap, I'd get a ticket. Just because my bike's too loud. You've got a modified exhaust. Well, it's a Harley. Go figure. It's not modified. I've got mufflers on it. Speaking of, being that heat shield cracked on the bike, me and the service manager got to talking about it, and it's not covered under my extended warranty. So I got to figure out if I want to spend the money just to replace the heat shield and keep the factory head pipe, or if I actually want to go ahead and replace it. Appreciate it, Slow. Yes. You'd be safe yourself. Hopefully we'll run into each other. If you're still happen to be watching, I'll be at the content creator things that are at the Big Engine Bar on Saturday. So have a safe ride the rest of the way, and hope to see you in Sturgis somewhere. Be safe, bro. Well, I know that, Mom. I know Callie's going to end up in the water, or it's going to become an island permanently. One of the two. If it doesn't fall off in the ocean, it's liable to become a huge island. Then we just go ahead and build the border up around that coastline at that point. Only put a couple bridges in going in and out of California. One thing I've noticed though, once I got past St. Louis, well, not so much St. Louis, towards Kansas City, it's hit and miss whether or not people will wave back at you on the bikes, especially normal bikes. It is what it is. And I'll sub to your channel as well, Slow, once I get to my dad's later on tonight. I always sub back to everybody that I talk to. I mean, it's free. Why not? It's either not as friendly or, like, I mean, it is a 4-lane, so I mean, they may not see. That's fine too. I mean, even when I was passing people, like the two guys that I passed earlier, I knew they seen me. Probably hurt their feelings when I passed them, but yeah, oh well. Or anything, or I'm trying to make a point. I'm just trying to get to my dad's. So I can get off the bike for a little bit, get these boots off. They are starting to hurt my ankles a little bit. Something you don't see every day. A Heritage, a Ninja, and a Scout all riding together. A mix of all three. Probably is a combination of both, but yeah, I ain't worried about it. I know during the rally though, I won't wave unless I see someone wave, then I'll go ahead and wave back to them. But shoot, you try you wave at, like, say Sturgis or even Daytona, you be riding one-handed. You wouldn't even be able to put your hand back up if you waved at everybody. Alrighty, we're coming into Council Bluffs. I'm surprised I ain't seen nothing about no detours. Must be Sioux City I'm thinking of that has the detour. Unless they actually finally finished it. Finally got the construction work done. That's cool. Yellow. Usually I mess up through here anyways. All the construction stuff the last couple of years, I've always managed to get messed up through here. I mean, I'm surprised. They must have finally got the construction work done. I wasn't sure they was going to get it done this year. Somebody had said something that it's supposed to take a couple of years. That's cool. Should have took that exit. I'm trying to keep an eye on for gas station signs. I don't want to get too far off of here. End up not being able to get back on and get lost. End up having to go Google my way out. I guess I still got 48 miles. I'm in town, so I ain't worried about running out of gas. Even if I do mess up, I still won't have to worry about running out of gas. Yeah, it's a city. Yeah, I seen it pop up a warning a second ago. Not surprised. There's a particular reason why I park the way I do at a gas pump. Yeah, I know it's a bike. We can park on literally on either side. Don't really make a difference. But for me, it does. Because I actually got to pick the side that's not so bad knee-wise to be able to burp the tank. Let's get gas to get out of here. maps. Boy, I hate this stupid thing sometimes. Put phone number in. Put this in. And I accidentally hit you up. Yeah. Whether I want to or not, I don't get a choice. Thank you. Please come again. Don't think about it. Get my hair out of my face. Alrighty. Okay. Now my phone's telling me it's getting too hot. Let's see. It's getting a little toasty. We gotta get moving. It's not too bad though. Probably should have went out the other side. Oh well. Yeah. It's probably because it's getting warm, Evil. My phone's getting a little bit cooked right now because it's hot. Temperature wise hot, not just the phone, I'm talking just air wise. Yeah, I got the green light. Oh. It's like gotta be 90 or better roughly. It'd be toasty. I mean, the breeze is cool from the clouds, but temperature-wise, it's an oven. That was the city of Omaha. About it, I just stopped and got gas up this other one up the road up this way a little bit. Oof. 55. Get the heck out of here. Them having this done makes this trip quicker than the last 2 years. This was close and I had to go all the way down to 880 and come back up and around. So being able to just go straight up through now, that's gonna cut out probably a good chunk of time. Yeah, I didn't even see that bump until I was already back in, was already up in the air. That one actually jumped me. idea what I'm doing. I will say, talking without having the earphones in, kind of awkward because I can't tell if I'm talking too loud or not. Because I can't hear what you guys are hearing. Because one of the rubber things, as I was saying earlier, one of the rubber things came off the headphone, and I'm not sure if I've got any in my bag or not, so I'll have to wait till I get stopped to look. Deep pain. Once I get the dazzling out, I'll look and see. I mean, the headphones, I like them in a way though too, because they basically deaden some of the road noise, some of the wind noise out of my helmet. So I don't have quite much racket in my head. If that makes sense. I'm about 2 hours from Dad. Dad's about an hour away from Sioux City, and I'm about an hour from there. A little over, actually. Not much over, but a little bit. Depends on that. Depends if I decide to keep going, or if I really want to get going or not. Should be Dad's in about 2 hours, maybe 2.5, if I don't stop, which I'm probably gonna, so I can eat dinner. So it'll probably be about 3. Yeah, KC 135. Landing towards the airport though. I would think they'd rather land it off it than the airport, unless off it's closed again. Some tree damage there. Thank you to everybody that's actually decided to chit chat and join the conversation and watch. It'll make the trip a little bit less solo, I guess, in a way. To the lurkers, hey, don't hesitate to say hello. I don't bite, I promise. Dang, water's still up. This area, this is the section of 29 that got flooded out. All of this down through here was what was flooded a couple weeks ago. I can still see there's still ponds and lakes on each side of the road along the interstate through here right now. Dang, I feel sorry for that guy. This whole entire cornfield's nothing but water off over here. right over that way. Not sure if you can see it or not in the camera. It's a lake. And that's normally a field. So yeah, still quite a bit of water here. But this was the section that I was worried about being, whether or not if I was going to have to try to find a way around it or not. I thought it was the other side. It was actually this side. Huh? What are you talking about, Mom? Their bridge crossings are a bit bouncy. Put it nicely. Oh. I was talking about the lurker. I ain't worried about it. It is what it is. But I know I've seen some people on bikes already heading towards Sturgis, so I've passed a few of them. Yes, I know they're going to Sturgis because I got it written on the side of the window, Sturgis or bust. Kind of sort of a giveaway. Just saying. I'd say a likelihood of another one right up here. Lurker may have been dead. I don't know. Say much. Ooh wee, man, that stinks. That's right. Oh. Something or a few things are dead back through there. Oof. Yeah, one thing you don't get to deal with a whole lot in a car versus on a bike. Road smell. Adds to the adventure. Now, say the last 2 years, I've had to go down 80 coming into Council Bluffs, go all the way down off here to the right, hit 880, which is about 20 miles to the east of Council Bluffs, and then come all the way back up here. Yeah, Mississippi. Mississippi. Granted though, I will say last year, I think it was last year, yeah. Last year was a good thing that I had to go all the way down 880 and come back up here. It gave me a chance to avoid that one freaking storm that I took a picture of the cloud of last year. It was just cool. I'm about willing to bet if I was able to come straight up 29, I'd have ran right in the bottom of it. Seward City. Yeah. I've been to a few of them places like that. That's what I need, is another blocker. Now I can get moving again. So you don't need a radar detector or any of that. You just need to let somebody else go ahead and race ahead of you, and then just take up the slack behind them a little ways after they get up the road. After they get up the road a little bit. That way they're already stopped before you get to go through there. I'm evil. I mean, you don't get like right up behind them. You let them get going a little way, so that way the cops got time to get out. Start running them down before it gives you time to see them. Mr. Camaro's not moving that fast though. He wasn't going as fast as Mr. North Carolina was hauling that trailer. They were probably running about probably about 85 or so. They come barreling by me. I was like, hey, you better hope there ain't nobody up ahead. Hey, he got busted. Let's see. You got John Deere that went low, and that instantly got crammed. That got canned real quick once people found out about it. Then you had Bud Light. People are still busting them up. I mean, there's a bunch of companies. Target, Wally World, Harley. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if I seen Indian in that list too. Just saying. If one don't do something, the other one don't. That's one thing I have noticed about the two motorcycle companies. One's doing something, the other one's right there behind them. Yeah, no, that's just. And I didn't realize it until I seen a video and I was like, surely not. And I was like, yep. But it's awkward how very little people are talking about it. It's just nuts. I mean, it's kind of sort of like, it's kind of sort of a kick in the stomach. Oh, Jesus. Oh. Smooth out them freaking junctions on them freaking bridges. I mean, heck, they want people to go evil Knievel on them. Okay, fine, just say so. I'll make sure next time I launch the bike. already in trouble. I mean, the 24s aren't selling as good as they were hoping they were going to. We've seen the reports on that. And I think it's a mix of a couple of things as to why they're not selling. One, the price. Two, the fact of all the people that has YouTube channels talking about the problems that they've had out of theirs, and the fact that Harley still has yet to actually have an actual fix for a lot of the issues, for not knowing why, which is ridiculous. Them closing down dealerships probably ain't helped them none. Them forcing the mom and pop stores out of business, or the family owned Harley dealerships. You start closing down stores, you're going to start losing sales. I mean, it's just that obvious. Because there's some people that live, I mean, some of these stores are an hour, hour and a half away from people. Okay, they can tolerate going that far, but you close that store that's an hour and a half away, and the next one closest to them is 2.5, 3 hours or more away from them, they're not going to buy a Harley. At that point, they're done. Even if they like Harleys a whole lot, they're not going to drive 2+ hours to a dealership to get a bike worked on, or even get it looked at. I mean, heck, I don't mind going to Mountain Creek, but it is actually it pushes almost an hour and a half for me to get to it. Because it's like 30 minutes further down. It's 30 minutes from White Lightning, and White Lightning is an hour from the house. So, oh yeah. Yeah, I think they said that's about the only company that's not really had their hands in the woke jar yet. Or it's not come out anyways if they have. I'm surprised it's taken this long for Harley to be found out about, to be honest. I mean, there's bits and pieces, there's a little bit of crumb trails here and there about Harley. I mean, the fact that almost every dealership, when they do their Saturday events, their free beer typically is Bud Light or Budweiser. So, kind of sort of hinting around it. And then of course you got the whole he said he's going to be staying at St. Louis. For a second there I thought I may have passed Monkey. No, he'd be in St. Louis. He ain't coming up here yet. Might be somebody else I know though. Florida tag, red truck. Yeah, it looks almost like Monkey from the side going down the road. But I mean, the whole fact, the other major breadcrumb for Harley was the whole them doing the live wire and them actually keeping it even though it flopped the first 2 years. And the fact that they even trying to hint around doing an electric road glide. I'm sorry, but no. South Carolina. been some hints about them being woke, but I don't think there's been as much as what's come out. Oh, sorry, Evil, I'm trying to read. Oh, okay. No problem, Evil. Have a safe night, bro. And holler back later on the next live or something. Let's see you later. Today, Mom? Oh, okay. You was leaving already. Sorry about that, Eagle. Ah, it's your weekend to work. Ah, here we go. Got me a runner now. Got me a block. Heck yeah. Of course he got hung up. He'd have been a good blocker too. Sure he will be once he gets freed up. Oh, I am, but I don't think the Chevy Suburban's going to give him any room. Won't get out of his way. And there he goes. People, let him go. If I get a ticket, I get to have fun explaining it to work. Stupid. Okay, no problem, Evil. Gonna be my luck. Hate to go by where a trooper decided to set up at after the fact and already go by him and not be the one that gets busted. That'd be my luck. Another track. Yep, sure do. I think that was a Golden Wing though. Maybe. Might be a Harley. He's hauling a trailer though. And there ain't nothing. It's never too late for breakfast, Evil. I mean, technically it's morning for me, normally. So, I mean, you work night shift, it's morning. It's breakfast time. When you get off work, it's everybody else's breakfast time. And then when you get up in the afternoon, well, it's breakfast time. It's always breakfast time. So, I mean, you never go wrong with breakfast. Good Lord. I thought I was putt-putt. I'm fixing to have two. I'm fixing to have two blockers. Oh, he's even a better one. He's from Texas.